my dear children, namaste to all of you and very warm welcome to this session. Yet another session of the much loved Sprintex series for ICSE Class 10 2021. And today we are going to be discussing questions from the chapter Transpiration. And this is Ambika, your biology master teacher, right here on this super duper amazing platform of Vedantu, which is Vedantu 9th and 10th English. All right, guys, let's get started without wasting any time. But let me make it very clear to those of you who are not familiar with what exactly happens in Sprintex. Children, it's very simple. As you know, in Umang series, in one-shot series, and all of those, we mainly try and give you a good conceptual understanding of everything that's part of your syllabus. But that's not the end of your preparation, right? To face board exams, to face your final exams with complete confidence, and to make sure you've understood, make sure you know the relevance of whatever we've been doing in the entire year. It's very important to have question practice. That's exactly what we do in Sprintex. All right, so stay with me till the very end. There will be a lot of useful things which we are going to be discussing. And I would love to hear back from you as feedback in the comment section as well. Right, guys? Okay, and here are the topics from this particular chapter: transpiration process and significance, Ganong spotometer and its limitations, factors affecting the rate of transpiration, and experiments on transpiration. Okay, right. So let us get started. But before that, let me remind you, children, as always, please keep in mind that Vedantu, ever since Vedantu was born, everyone here has been committed to giving you the best educational experience, and we are no different. On this particular channel also, we will continue to do our best. Right, children? And apart from this, apart from YouTube, as you know, we've got multiple channels on YouTube, but apart from this, it's important for you to have complete faith in us, because as I told you, as I keep telling you, we work very, very passionately and very, very hard for you all. And remember, we are with you till the very end. No matter what, COVID, any other pandemic, come what may, anything unexpected, have you ever seen Vedantu stop working for you? No, nothing at all. If you may remember from last year, we never even stopped working for you, right? It was a very smooth transition. Thankfully, with your support, by God's grace, we were able to make the transition very smoothly, although there was complete lockdown in India and all of that. Things were very uncertain. Exams got postponed, exams got cancelled. But remember, 2021 also, while the uncertainty still continues, we are with you till the very end. And this is exactly why there is going to be a special 50% off for you up to rupees 1,500. And this is going to be valid till the 14th of Feb. Okay, so children, find the link in the description box below and the pinned comment. Click on it and you will know more about this. All right, and let us move ahead. Here is the amazing schedule that you all must note. Okay, so biology schedule for Sprintex ICSE Class 10, we've already started on the 8th of Feb. We've started and we will continue till the 27th of Feb. So I think in a couple of weeks, less than a couple of weeks, we are going to be done with your entire biology Sprintex. Not just biology, actually. I've got the schedule for all your subjects, just like the other teachers would also be sharing with you. Chemistry, Anubha ma'am has also already started. Ma'am will also be finishing chemistry Sprintex by the 27th of Feb. Right, children? So make a note of the time. Very, very important for you to know. Physics. Yes, physics schedule is right here. Anup sir has also already started and will be continuing till the 26th of Feb. And sir will also be done with all your chapters. Gopal sir, math schedule. Gopal sir will have a lot more sessions to do with you all because math has got many more chapters. And again, on the 26th, sir will also be done with your entire math. English, Shweta ma'am also has already started and ma'am sessions will also go on till the 27th of Feb. Note the time, children. Yes. And Ankana ma'am for social studies, Ankana ma'am has also already begun and ma'am will also be continuing till the 27th of Feb. So children, basically by 26th, 27th, by the end of February, your Sprintex ICSE is going to be entirely done. So children, do not miss out any of these sessions. Okay, as you know, most of these are going to be premiered sessions, but that doesn't mean we are losing that connect. No, not at all. We still keep an eye on all your chats, all your comments while the sessions get premiered live, of course. there is no chance of missing out on anything that you try and communicate with us. But remember, children, to stay tuned, what do? Click on the subscribe button right now and the bell icon right next to it, because Sprintex is something that will really, really boost your confidence, and something like what I could call an icing on top of the cake, because it's going to complete your preparation. Okay, righto, and stay subscribed. As I told you, like and share with all your friends, because we work tirelessly and very, very hard for you, because that's what we like doing as well. All right, guys, and remember this, your attitude determines your direction. Very, very beautifully said, and a very, very simple statement. Righto, first question for you all. Yes, so children, keep an eye on this as well, the marks, the time in exam, sprint time as well. Name the structure through which guttation takes place. Yes, guttation, loss of water in the form of liquid, right? How does it take place? Of course, it takes place through openings called hydrathodes. This could come as an MCQ also. You could get confused between hydrathodes and stomata, but remember, it is transpiration which occurs through the stomata. Guttation purely occurs through the hydrathodes. All right, next question. Name the apparatus used to record the rate of transpiration in plants. What do you think it is? Of course, the much popular, much loved, and one of the exam favorite terms, which is Ganong spotometer. Children, I will just make a note of it here. Ganong spotometer can be part of a, could be a 5-mark question as well. Okay, so keep an eye on that. Very, very important for you to understand the apparatus, the setup completely, how it works, and everything about Ganong spotometer. Is that clear? All right, let us move ahead now. In nerium, stomata are dash. Okay, so I know that this question seems a little too general. I mean, anything could come out that blank. Stomata are present, stomata are absent, but that's not what I mean. What I mean is describe it. Describe the position. Okay? Describe the positioning of the stomata. Nerium, what sort of a plant is it? Think about that. Yes, it's a xerophytic plant growing in hot and dry conditions. And as a result, stomata would be sunken as an adaptation to reduce transpiration. All good, children, until now? Yes, 30 seconds is, I would say, much more than what you would need as long as you are familiar with all these concepts. So nerium or pancha or cactus, all of these, if the terms are mentioned to you, don't think it's going to be something that's very complex. The only thing you need to remember is that we are talking about dry conditions, right? Dry and desert-like conditions wherein stomata would be sunken or cuticles would be really thick. So this is just a different way of probably twisting the concept a little bit. You just need to know what are the adaptations in such plants. All right, moving ahead. Question number 4. Transpiration will be fastest when the days are dash. Hot, dry and windy. Hot, humid and cool wind. Humid and windy. Hot, humid and no wind. Think about it very, 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 very fast. And your time ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Okay, let's look at the answer. It is beyond doubt hot, dry and windy. Children, here you need to have a very good idea. Let me use a different color, probably maybe green, light green. Okay. So children, factors affecting transpiration, factors affecting internal and external factors, and the external factors, right? That you must know very, very thoroughly. Children, it's not a good idea to memorize this. Okay, remember, transpiration in plants is pretty much similar to perspiration or sweating in human beings. So, what would happen on a hot day, on a dry day, and when it's very, very windy? Yes, so think about it, just compare it with plants. Just remember, wind would take away a lot of moisture, right? It has the tendency to carry away a lot of moisture with it. This is why transpiration is going to be fast, because I think hot and dry is not going to be too difficult for you to know. Humid, the term humid can be a little confusing, but remember, the term humid would mean the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere. Water vapor in the atmosphere. Right, guys? So, yes, I think that's about it. If you remember that humidity would mean the amount of water vapor in the atmosphere, you would be able to say very, very clearly, without any doubt, that transpiration will be fastest on days which are hot, dry, and windy. All right, moving ahead now. Question 5. Again, another 1 mark question for you. In some xerophytes, leaves are modified into spines. Why? Give reason for this. Give scientific reason or give the technical reason. That's how ICSE designs questions. Xerophytes, like nerium, like opuntia, many other xerophytic plants have leaves which are modified into spines so that surface area that could be exposed to the scope of transpiration would be reduced, right? This is exactly the reason. The pinpoint reason is right there. So children, the major pointers are right here for you. It's an adaptive feature of xerophytes which grow in regions where water is scarce. This reduces transpiration. So reduces transpiration, you could possibly add that the surface area exposed is less, would be less, right? This is the reason for reduction in transpiration. Yes, children, are we good until now? Yes, click on the like button right now if everything has been smooth until now. Okay. Yes. Sixth one. Mention 3 adaptations found in plants to reduce transpiration. Okay, 3 adaptations. Well, I would say this could come as a 1 mark or a 1.5 mark or a 2 marks question, depending upon where it's found. As in, if it's part of a section B question, there are chances it could even carry 2 to 3 marks. So that's completely different. But always remember, ICSE questions will be very, very specific. You will know exactly what to write, exactly how to answer, as long as you are familiar with the concepts, because you can be thankful your syllabus is designed in such a manner that, and your paper is designed in such a manner that it will be very, very clear to you. Okay, 3 adaptations to reduce transpiration. I think we've discussed a couple of them already. Sunken stomata, like in the case of nerium and opuntia. Leaves modified into spines, like in the case of cactus or opuntia, right? Presence of thick cuticle. These are 3 very common and very, very important functions. Another adaptation could possibly be reduction in the number of stomata or something like that. I mean, that's like indirectly related to modification of leaves into spines or reduced leaves. But I'm just mentioning, just in case you need to add more points, something relevant of that sort should also pop up in your mind. Right, children? Okay, so we are done with 6 questions so far. Take a deep breath. Okay, the chapter transpiration, like absorption by roots and photosynthesis, I know it's considered to be a confusing chapter by many children. No worries at all. We are here to help you. We are here to prove that everything's going to be as simple as anything else. All right, taking a very quick break. Remember, children, I told you at the start, but for the latecomers out here, you've got this golden opportunity right now to join unlimited live classes with fun and high level quizzes at Vedantu. You can compete with students across India and across the world, in fact. Children, and also remember, when there are so many live sessions happening at Vedantu at the same time, sometimes that is possible, it's quite natural to miss some sessions. Not just at Vedantu, I know you're all very, very busy these days. Some of your schools have reopened. In fact, most of your schools have reopened. For many of you, your timings would have changed, maybe other private tuition classes, so many things that you might have to take care of. It's quite natural that you might miss some live sessions at Vedantu. No worries at all. That's exactly why we have this amazing feature where interactive replays with live quizzes and leaderboards are going to be amazing for you, to give you the feel of an actual live class. Right, children? So there is also the option of downloading the handwritten notes of master teachers and in-class doubt solving with quality tests and assignments. Isn't that amazing? Because without that, your preparation is not complete, right? 5,000 plus micro courses and free crash courses for competitive exams are also going to be an added bonus. And as far as the pricing is concerned, I'll tell you the coupon code is AMBPRO. Okay. And the link to know more about this, you just need to click on the link in the description box below. It's also mentioned in the pinned comment below. Okay. And you will know more about it. Children, just remember, we are with you till the very end, no matter what. As a team, we will continue. We are, and we will be continuing to work with you, work for you. Okay, so this is exactly why we have this golden opportunity right now till the 14th of Feb, giving you up to 50% off on these amazing courses, which means for a 1 month subscription, which normally costs you 2,699, after a 50% off, you can avail it at 1,349.5. Yes, 50% off, which means a per class price is going to be that divided by 200, because roughly 200 sessions are what you can avail from this, right? So 6.7 rupees, 6.7 per session, if it's according to the price that you go by the latest offer, which is going to be valid till the 14th of Feb. Right, children? So remember, the coupon code is AMBPRO. All right. So that is something that you need to keep in mind. 6.7 per session. Can you imagine? And this is even more cheaply priced than your favorite lace packet. Right? Okay. So I think that's, I've told you whatever I had to. Now it's completely up to you. It's your choice. But the only thing is, please, please, please make the best use of it while the offer is still on. 50% off. It's not a joke, because this amount is for all your major subjects together that you pay, right? Okay, so that's about it from my side. Right, children, now have a look at this. How are guard cells adapted for transpiration? Guard cells. Yes, what are guard cells in the first place? Guard cells are those bean-shaped or kidney-shaped cells which flank stomata. Right? So how are they adapted for transpiration? Of course, outer wall of the guard cell is thinner while the inner wall is thick. Remember the bean-shaped cells. I know that's a messed up diagram, but just for you to get an idea about it, the inner walls are thicker than the outer walls. Outer walls are much thinner normally. Okay, so this is the stoma. This opening is called the stoma. This is one of the guard cells and the other one is the other guard cell. Okay, so the outer wall is thinner than the inner wall, right? The guard cells control the opening and closing of stomata by changing their turgidity, children, because it is a 2 marks question right here. If at all it's asked as a 2 marks question, normally, as I told you, question might specify what additionally you need to write. Remember, turgidity would mean these guard cells are filled with water. Water has been pulled in by endosmosis from the adjacent cells. This makes the guard cells turgid, and as a result, the inner walls would stretch apart, exposing the stoma, opening all the stomata for transpiration. This is how guard cells are adapted for transpiration. Turgidity and flaccidity of the guard cells determines opening and closing of stomata. Just have that simple rule in mind. Okay, so whether it's for respiration, whether it's for taking in carbon dioxide for photosynthesis or transpiration, whatever it may be, stomata have to open and close accordingly, right? Turgidity and flaccidity of guard cells are what matter the most for this. All right. Yes. Moving ahead to question number 8. Yes, children, mention the limitations of the potometer. Again, as I told you, this could come as a part of a 5 marks question. Part of 5 marks. 5 marks question in section B of your paper. Because as I told you, experiment-based questions are very, very important from absorption by routes, transpiration and photosynthesis. Especially transpiration and photosynthesis. And in this particular chapter, especially, Gannon's potometer is one of the most frequently asked ones. Okay, and limitations of potometer is, again, if at all there's a question based on Ganong's potometer, there are like very good chances, 85% chances that this question would be asked. Okay. Introducing the air bubble is not very easy. Remember the diagram which I've explained to you multiple times. Any change in the outside air temperature may affect the position of the air bubble in the capillary tube. These are the major limitations of the potometer. And also additionally, the twig may not remain fully alive for a very long time. Twig may not remain alive entirely, right? Okay, so these are some of the limitations of Ganong's potometer. Right, children, so I think that brings us to a good position to now answer a question on mechanism of stomatal transpiration. I think that's amazing. Well, when it's a question about mechanism of stomatal transpiration, it's important for you to mention the role of xylem vessels as well. Children, remember, xylem helps in water transport, phloem helps in food transport, translocation. Xylem helps in water and mineral transport. All right. So from the xylem vessels of the leaf veins, water vapor diffuses into the intercellular spaces of leaves. Right, children? So remember, this is the column, the capillary tube, maybe the plant's stem or whatever it may be. We could possibly represent xylem vessels like this. And between adjacent plant cells, water would keep getting transported. Okay, just between adjacent cells. When the guard cells draw water from surrounding cells, remember now that guard cells are right here in the leaves, okay? And around them, there are various other cells as well. Neighboring cells, yes? Yes, all of them are right here. What happens is, you need to explain here that guard cells, let me use a different color, probably blue now. Okay, guard cells draw in water from the neighboring cells. They keep drawing in water from the neighboring cells, right? So because xylem is helping in transport of this water upward, unidirectionally upward, right? So as a result, guard cells eventually in the leaves, they draw water from the surrounding cells and they become turgid. And as a result, the inner thick cell walls of the guard cells, they pull apart from each other, exposing the stoma, right? The stoma opens and the water vapor goes out, resulting in transpiration. Water vapor goes out, and that is what transpiration is. Right, children? So this is how the mechanism of stomatal transpiration occurs. And remember that approximately 90% of transpiration in a plant body occurs through the stomata. And also remember, rest of it happens through the lenticels. Some of it happens through the cuticles as well. All right, super important for you to know that. Okay, moving ahead to the very last question for the day. How does sunlight affect transpiration? Okay, now before I tell you the answer to this question, children, I want you to make a note of the time duration that you could possibly take in the exam and what we could take in a sprint session like this as well. And this could, I would say it can come as a 1-mark question as well, because you just need to explain how this factor, sunlight, affects transpiration. But it could come as a part of a longer question as well. So that depends. I am sure that you have the ability to judge based on which question it's coming as a part of section A or section B. And that too, is there anything additional that comes with it to complete the question? All right. But before we discuss the answer for this, I want you to click on the subscribe button, children, because Sprintex is going to be happening till the end of this month, especially ICSE class 10 children out there. You will not find too many dedicated channels that focus a lot on ICSE syllabus. Children, I'm being very honest here. And we started doing this by the end of 2019, if you remember. We started with bio series, bio sessions, and this year we could afford to do a lot more for ICSE, right? For all of you, I mean, for all the subjects as well. So I think that's something that we are thankful to each other for, thankful to Vedantu for, and thankful to you also for all the love and support. So do continue supporting us, children. Spread word to all your ICSE 10 friends, because This will be certainly beneficial to everyone. Right, children? So sunlight affects transpiration in two ways. During daytime, photosynthesis takes place, and as a result, to take in carbon dioxide, guard cells open stomata. Guard cells remain turgid and they open stomata. This increases the temperature of the leaves. Okay, so I think it's mentioned here step by step how it would affect it. For example, water vapor lost from the leaf pores and transpiration, right? That's happening first. And what happens is, as the next step, we could say that the water travels up through the plant, yes, as the next step, because it acts as a pulling effect, transpirational pull, as we may want to call it. And furthermore, we need to add that water gets absorbed by roots. So although it is just about one particular factor, sunlight, this is creating triggering a series of reactions which is helping in water uptake from the roots. All right, guys. So you are expected to explain it well enough according to the marks that it deserves. All right, guys. So I think that's about it. And my homework question for you, I know many of you might be waiting for the previous session's homework. Don't worry. We will be discussing that as well. Okay. Right. What is lenticell? So give me the answer to that in the comment section below. Preferably in the comment section and not through email, because comment section would mean we are not going to miss out on it at all. Email, sometimes I may tend to miss it. All right, guys. And just to remind you, these are the topics that we have discussed in this chapter, in today's session, that is. And do remember, Umang series is out there for you to revise it completely, learn it completely from scratch, one-shot series, and Bio Bites in 15-minute series, everything out there. Check out all these playlists and you will find what you require. So children, this is the current session. Yes, transpiration. This was the previous session, which happened yesterday, absorption by roots. Next session, we are going to be meeting next for a bio session after 2 days on the 16th of Feb at 5 p.m. Remember, 5 p.m. For one part of the chapter, photosynthesis, because photosynthesis has got a lot in it. We'll be discussing one part of the chapter in the Sprintex session happening the day after tomorrow, okay, at 5 p.m. So do not miss it out. And remember, we are with you till the very end. Remember that we've got a 50% off up to 1,500 rupees. So this is on till today, 14th of Feb. So golden opportunity for you right now. And always remember that all of us as a team will continue doing our best for you no matter what. Okay. Right, oh children, the coupon code is AMBPRO. Without that, you're not going to be getting that 50% off. Right, children. So thank you so much. And click on the like button right now if you have been enjoying and finding these sessions useful. And please, please, please share it, especially with your ICSE class 10 friends out there, because we want maximum number of children to benefit from all that we do here. And stay subscribed to ensure that you don't miss out on any of our sessions. Remember, till the 27th of February, till the end of this month, we will be doing Sprintex for ICSE, and we are going to be finishing every topic. Sprintex for all your chapters, for all your subjects, that is. And thank you very much. You can also follow me on Instagram, Ambika_Vedantu. And I'll see you in yet another super amazing session. This is Ambika signing off. Bye bye, children. Take care.